Challengers. This is the new film by Luca Guadagnino, who I am a fan of. I didn't realize I was a fan of until I looked his name up. I'm like, that name seems familiar. But he also is kind of hit or miss recently, because I really enjoyed Call Me By Your Name and some of his other movies. But I really did not like Bones at all. I really didn't understand what it was going for. It was a very challenging film. And I kind of appreciate that about that movie. But I also was just left a little like, what the hell is this movie? And, so I didn't really know much about this movie. I didn't really watch the trailer for this movie. The only thing I knew about this movie is people were showing me memes about the three main characters kind of having a threesome thing in the movie, and there's like memes about Tom Holland and stuff, and Zendaya. I think those memes are in poor taste because these are people that repeatedly have gone on about how the paparazzi has tried to invade their relationship and their privacy, and now we're making jokes about that stuff. And I know people aren't really trying to cause harm, and these jokes are kind of innocent, but at the same time, it's like these people want to be left alone, and we should honor that. So, yeah. But I still was curious about this movie because, I heard some decent things. I didn't really know too much about it, though, other than I guess it involved tennis. I thought, oh, is this like a King Richard thing where it's like based on a real person and it's telling a story or something? No. This movie is actually a lot deeper than that. It was a really interesting movie. Basically, this movie is a very human story of you got two dudes and one girl who all love the sport of tennis, and they all love it more than life itself, basically. And they all have very distinct character flaws, and it's kind of their relationship with the sport and with each other. Like you got the two dudes here. It's kind of left ambiguous. Are they bisexual? Are they gay? You know, what's their deal like with that? Zendaya is has her own character flaws and stuff. I was surprised how much Zendaya wasn't really the main character. It really is all three of these characters that are leads within themselves. But I was also surprised how negatively portrayed Zendaya's characters in this movie. She's not like she does some awful things that you're supposed to dislike her for and be cringing at, but you're also enjoying because that's part of her character, things like that. But it's just kind of interesting, this actress who's at being really becoming a big up and coming star. It's now in this very challenging movie. Not, no pun intended, and she's giving a very challenging performance that I thought was great. And just, yeah, all these characters, like I said, they balance off each other really well. They have very distinct character flaws. They're very well-defined characters. All the performances are great. The one guy, I'm forgetting his name, I think it's Mike Frost or something like that. Freest or something like that. I'm forgetting his name. He was in West Side Story, and he was great in that. And he gives another great performance here. I think depending on how this year goes, these actors might be in competition for some nominations at some awards, maybe. I thought they were really good in this movie, and I think this movie, had a lot to say about getting so involved into a sport where you're starting to love the sport and care about the sport more than the people around you, and how that can really damage relationships and hurt people and things like that. And there's a lot of interesting themes and ideas in this movie that is very well done. And yeah, I was very impressed by this movie. This might be my second favorite film of the year, behind Dune 2, and I think there's another one there that's probably skipping my mind at the moment, but this one's definitely up there. I was very impressed by this movie. Highly, highly recommend Challengers.